You're this perp back with another video, and I just got out of the theaters. I got to check out the very first 3 episodes of this new anime that's dropping in October, Dandadan. This series is fascinating. Now, when this started, I was excited because I was like, yeah, they need to put more anime in theaters, whether it be in this kind of fashion where they kind of give you the first 3 episodes to kind of give you a taste of what to expect for the rest of the series, similar to like what Demon Slayer does with their quote unquote kind of movie kind of releases, even what AOT is doing with the final chapters. It's very similar in the way that they are putting out these episodes, but they're not marketing it as a movie. It's just like they're marketing it as like this is the first 3 episodes. So I give them credit for properly marketing it, not just kind of being like Demon Slayer where they're just gonna like repackage the last 2 episodes from a previous season and give you a sneak peek of the first episode and label it as some type of movie. It's different here. I will say they have these like interview things at the beginning that takes up a good chunk of the runtime. I feel like that's like the first probably like 20 minutes, maybe less, and then the first 3 episodes are obviously like 20 minutes long. So I guess it makes sense, but it's just like, damn, I wish they would at least like did 4 episodes. But I feel like this is a good amount just to kind of get you into the series. So let's get into my thoughts overall of these first 3 episodes. We have our 2 main characters here, Momo, the female character, and Ken, or also goes by the name of Akaran. And it's very interesting how they introduce these characters. Momo, she's more into the occult. She doesn't really believe in aliens. And on the flip side of things with Akaran's character, he doesn't really believe in ghosts. He believes in aliens though. And this is where things get very interesting, where you have Momo wanting to kind of experience something that has something to do with UFOs. So she goes to this area where it's heavily known for UFO or alien activity. And then on the flip side, you have Akaran. He is going to this tunnel where it's known that there's this like evil witch there, that if you cannot outrun her from the tunnel, then you become cursed. So what ends up happening now is Akaran, or Ken, he goes into this tunnel and he meets the old lady that goes by the name of Turbo Granny and takes his manhood from him. So that is the curse right then and there. He's automatically cursed, which is unfortunate because it's like, man, the only way he could break this curse is if he's able to get, his shit back. And it has this really interesting dark humor throughout this whole entire series, that it's very like playful, but like I don't think it really lost the audience at all. And it's an interesting kind of plot device as well for one of our main characters. Going back to Momo though, it's interesting what happens to her is she gets abducted by aliens, and these aliens are very creepy and very violent, you know what I'm saying? But they have this very crazy way of wanting to reproduce, and they want to use Momo for this. And before this can even happen, this is where Akaran comes in with using the witch's power and also being able to tap into some type of like ancestral type of power, because we get a lot of backstory between her and her grandmother, and how her grandmother plays into the overall story going forward is very interesting. I'm not going to spoil that. All I'll say is Granny's fucking dope, and I can't wait to see more of her character. But yeah, Momo is able to kind of tap into some psychic powers and even have some really crazy potential that I can't wait to see them kind of tap into as the series progresses, because each episode just gets crazier and crazier. And I like how the first episode just really gives you a jump start into just the whole entire world in general, while also giving you great exposition on the world, and just the world building in general in this show is going to be very fascinating. It's very fast paced. It's a good amount of backstory with our main characters, and seeing their relationship and their bond getting closer and closer, and seeing what Momo's desires in a person, and what she wants out of a person, I should say, and how she connects with Akaran, and him just kind of being this loner, finally getting an actual friend. It's a really dope kind of relationship being played out, and they do a good job just within these first 3 episodes of displaying that, and seeing that this is going to be an interesting series to just watch, just them grow as characters and dealing with different types of conflict, whether it has something to do with aliens or it has something to do with the occult, with ghosts and evil spirits. It's going to be a wild series, I could just tell, just based off what I've seen. And I really like the animation style. It almost is just like this Fooly Cooly meets Jujutsu Kaisen in an acid trip, in just this blender of just wild ass ideas. Because I really liked episode 2, where it was just all black and white. That was a fun one, and it has just these wacky characters, and with this wacky humor that I feel like just all kind of blends really well, and definitely is going to be one of those interesting animes. I don't know if it's going to really hit off with a lot of people with the first episode, because it's a very weird show too. But like I said, give it the first 3 episodes, or just give it the first season, and I think people are going to really be impressed. It's going to be really a show that's going to be talked about. I think there's going to be some controversial things surrounding this series as well. It's very graphic. It's going to be violent. I can't wait to see where they take Akaran's character. How powerful is he going to get? Where this story is going to go for them. What's the whole deal with the occult and the UFOs? Are they at war with each other, or are they working together, or just there's something grander happening here? That's the fascinating thing about it. It just leaves you just wanting more and more from this story, and just seeing where they're going to go with this narratively. The animation, I want to see how crazy it's going to get. Yeah, I would recommend checking this out. I think this comes out October 3rd. Don't quote me on this, but it has a bunch of different releases. It's releasing on like Crunchyroll, Netflix, and all that stuff. So they definitely plan on this being a huge hit. I will be curious to see people's reaction to the first episode and beyond. We'll see if this has legs, or if it's just going to be something that kind of dwindles over time. I don't know. I think this is going to be a big hit. Till next time, I will see y'all in the next one. Peace.